I don't know if it's me or anybody else, but my Wi-Fi has been acting up like all morning. So it says I'm live. I just don't know how to send out this link. Let me see. I just wish I could share my screen though.
That would be it.
I gotta look into it. This is my first time on YouTube like this, so I'm gonna say it again.
I thought you were talking about Clubhouse.
Oh no, Clubhouse, not YouTube. I've seen people do it. I think I need more software though, because when I was like signing in, hello, one person that's in here on YouTube. Yeah, when I was like coming in to do it, it was like two options. I can just live stream and show my face, or it was saying something about like additional software and whatever else. So I'm guessing that I would need that for to share my screen, but we'll see. Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? Excuse. Yeah, if y'all wanna, I wanted to kind of get on here and talk about like technical analysis, but yeah. Let's see if I can kind of bring something up here. There we go. My screen right now. I know I can do Skype, but then it's gonna slow my computer down from Yahoo and YouTube and everything else.
Guess I do Zoom meetings.
Yeah, right. No, I didn't have any material for this. What could I kind of touch on that we didn't touch on yesterday?
Hey, I feel like a lot of people are missing out on maybe some of the key things to look at before buying a day trade or an alert. Slow down with people.
Say it one more.
Group chat.
Say it one more time. I didn't catch the end of what you were saying.
I was saying like the few key things to look at before buying a day trade or buying a stock that's a day trade or you getting in to catch some of the highs and get out. Some of the key things people need to look at before actually jumping in. So they're not jumping in high.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's about to come down, a lot of people are, lately are just, chasing all of these alerts.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
trying to make. So.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Go ahead. My bad.
People need to look. Yeah. No. I was just saying. I feel like people just need to know, some of the few things to look at. I don't know if you touched on that already with people, but
yeah.
I just feel like we need to discuss with people.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can kind of go into that a little bit. Yeah, because somebody was talking about that on Facebook this morning. They were talking about how somebody would mention a stock and say just to buy it, right? Just buy XYZ, right? And whether if it's $1 or whatever, like just because it's $1 and you're telling me to buy it at XYZ, I shouldn't go buy 1,000 shares or 1,000,000 shares. There's other because even a stock going from $1 to 0 can hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's that 100%, ain't it? So yeah, definitely. Couple things that I look at when I'm starting to like invest now, but just generally speaking, I always and it varies. So like what I'm saying now, it is relative, but specific to that one stock, right? So in my group, I tell people, especially like with the alerts, because a lot of them are like low floats. So, and they're already up. By the time I alerted, it's already up like 30% at least. So yeah, one thing I tell them to look at is the first thing I look at is the share count and the shares outstanding, right? Because that's kind of going to give me an idea of how volatile it can be, and maybe even how long I should hold it, or maybe even invest in it. You know what I mean? Normally, when I see stocks that have anything over 100 million in shares outstanding or more, in my eyes, is considered a hold, right? So now that you have that, now we can kind of go into what you were saying about buying at the high or how to like strategize your entry point. Because now you're looking at the stock, but now you need to figure out if I buy in here and knowing like looking at the chart, can I mentally like sustain a 10 or 30 or 50% drop because I'm either swing trading it or investing in this stock? Because people was freaking out last March, and the market didn't even go down that much, in my eyes. So yeah, that's kind of something I look at when especially now when I'm starting to invest. Um, Dividends, definitely. I'm definitely
What
agree.
if
Go ahead.
like a day trade, like one of them like GLSIs, like the like just to get in and then get out the same day.
Yeah.
Few hours. Because some people just get the alert. Whether it's after market, pre-market, you're on trading hours, they just go by and staring at the screen like, okay, as long as it's going up, I'm okay. Oh my God, I'm making this amount of money. Oh my God, I'm making this money. I'm making this money. And then next second, it's just drop.
True. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, let me wait for it to go back up there so I can make the same amount of the stall.
Or I hope it goes back up.
Yeah. And then it goes to negative. And then now you're on your principal back and you're waiting and you just don't know if it's done with.
Yeah.
Trying to get it back for a while.
I made a Facebook post about that too, and now especially because in my eyes, like how I see the market and the chart specifically, it's all the same to me. I just have a different time frame, right? So, especially when it comes to investing, you're going to be holding, hopefully, if the company is good enough or the stock is good enough, you're going to be holding for a year or more, right? So I tell people to start with the biggest time frame, and how I have mine set up is that I'm using the max in 1 year. So each candle is a year, right? So let's say the stock came out in 91. I'm looking back from 91, and every candle is a year and it's kind of showing me the progression of that company, right? That's just on the technical side. But if you got something like, I don't know, what's a stock that has a high dividend? Let me see. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's say XYZ has a dollar dividend, right? The history has always been consistently $1. It's steadily increasing year over year as far as like the trend in the stock. Now you're looking at, like I'm always talking about, I know some people in here probably hate me talking about SEC filings because of how they are, but that's something that you kind of gotta look at when it comes to investing. How the stock isn't necessarily the company, and I'm sure you can kind of expound upon that a little bit more too. Yeah. So it's a go ahead.
So you should always also tell people or tell my guys, when you're about to buy, every alert one is not a buy. Just because it's been alert doesn't.
Excuse me.
What I've
I'm
seen
so
a lot
sorry.
of people tend to check
My camera is crappy.
that they wish they were in, right? And so now you put an alert on, they just go jump in and they don't even buy, say, 100 shares, 50 shares, 25. So they buy like 1, 2 shares. It's because they want to be able to catch some of that high that, the past share they missed did. So now the portfolio has about 20 stocks, some in 1 share, some with 1 share, 2 shares, 2.3 shares, 0.9 shares, and they're like, yeah, I'm not doing good. I'm losing money all over the place. I don't know what's going on. That is one of the effects that I've seen in a lot of people. But what I generally tell people when they're going to get a day trade or get into an alert is you want to look at like the key quick things. Because like if you want to go do all that extra looks and extra searches, by the time you come, the steam is done depending on what is getting right.
Yeah.
All right. So say if it's PR tends to run it for like a few hours to a day. You know, hardly get a day because PR is basically the company hyping itself.
Yeah.
And then the weight of the PR.
Are you talking about press releases? I thought you were talking about a ticker.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta talk like you're talking to a 5-year-old, man. It's some new people in here.
I got you. So the press release, you know, also has its weight, right? They could say a bunch of insiders, you know, made some purchases and, you know, like a big amount. That has some sort of weight, right? That means they probably know something that's about to happen.
Mm.
Now they could say, "Oh, we came up with good trials on the medicine that we were working on, and you know everything looks good." That also has some weight, but that will not push unless that medicine is some sort of like cancer drug.
Yeah,
that's different, right? But depending on what kind of medicine and what kind of sickness it is for, that has its weight as well. So that will probably run in a few hours and not a day or two. News also, depending on what kind of news it is, will run in a day, 2 days, because news actually do have weight to it versus press releases.
Nice.
Right, so I tell them, look at that. If you're not looking at both of them, or if you can't find anything on both sides, that means the stock is getting pumped. Yep. So then if you're going to get in, you should understand that you can fall anytime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, if there's news or there's PR, you want to look at volume. Volume has to be double, triple, you know, quadruple, sometimes even 10 times the average volume. The current volume has to be a lot more.
Ben, are you speaking on day trading or just entry?
On day trading.
Okay, I was about to say or entry, just general entry and exit. So okay.
So yeah, I was speaking on that, but not for like the general, not for like stuff, you know, for like investing. Because then people have the time. You know, what I'm saying is, we give out alerts here and there, and most of our new guys, the new people, they come in and they want everything. They want their hands and this alert, I missed an alert yesterday, so he drops any alert today. I'm ready, locked and loaded. They just go jump in. You know, lately these alerts pop and then like 30 minutes they just start to come down. So some of these people go buy in at the high, and then they start losing money, and then they want to sit in to try to make the money back, and they're in the negative for like days to weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I was touching on. I was like, if you know, if you touched on that with your people. You know, it was something I touched on it with a few of them that have reached out to me, but I had a general talk with them yesterday, and it was something that like I found out that it needs to be like touched hard because everybody.
It's a psychology thing. It's definitely because it's as funny as I really hate saying this, but it's so true if you're that type of person, right? FOMO is real. So if I see, especially with a lot of people woke up to the stock market with this whole GameStop thing, right? So if you see a stock go from what was it at, like $100 to $200-300 every single day,
that was like $40.
Yeah. So and I kind of tell people don't get eager because the stock market and these stocks aren't going anywhere, right? So if you may have missed it, and I fight myself with it even today. Like I fight it a lot. So it's kind of, when I have these discussions, it kind of gives me the mentality to kind of, just how I tell people to kind of take a step back and really look at the chart and the company and everything before you go in. Rather if it's a day trade or not. Because if it's that big of news, it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna carry for at least 2-3 days before it kind of fizzles out and corrects. Yeah, definitely.
That is it. Yep. You know, and people don't look at volume. People don't even. And some think volume just means all buy.
Yeah.
Like, especially those who are on Robinhood or just the other platform that just combines everything. They just I see that in my group. Like, oh my God, the volume is crazy, and I go check the stock, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's hot.
They also sell it, right?
You know?
No, yeah, definitely.
Come back in the group and tell people, hey, I'll be careful, you know.
Yeah, they be excited, man. I understand it.
Hold on, let me go see.
Average volume be like 2 million. It's at like 200 million for the day.
Yeah, this is the one, you know,
Yeah.
and you feel like, sir, they're beating this stock down.
Yeah, definitely.
Needs to go see the ER.
Yeah.
But so I just tell them look at the volume, compare that, but then if volume is high and you can't tell if it's a buy, and, you know, how high the buy is or how low the sell is, or you know, the other way.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, look at the trend. If it's not trending properly,
you don't have to trade it. You don't have to buy it. Yeah.
Don't do it if it's not. And then I tell them if they want to plan out, they can look at the 52-week high.
Yep.
Right, and then a 52-week low, and depending on how close they are already to the 52-week high, to decide not to really jump in, because most of the trends I've seen in some of these stocks almost always stop around the 52-week high.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, there's some that blow past it, blow right through it, and create new highs. But if you come in and the news of the PR was like 4 hours ago, and you're looking at it and it's like almost close to that 52-week high and it just hasn't really even touched it like that, you jumping in is going to be a waste of your time, because you're going to jump in and want more than 50 cents in the move or in the dollar.
Yeah.
You're not excited. And then that's where people get caught up, because from there, when the drops happen, they start trying to sit down in there and be like, let me get a one bedroom here until I see them.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that too, with like the 52-week high. Like I said, I just started. I've been day trading for like 4 years, going on 5 years now, and I just recently started like thinking about like long-term investing. I bought Procter and Gamble is what it is, but I just wanted to kind of like get my feet wet as far as like dividends. So I bought a share of Procter and Gamble for my daughter. But like I said, I'm glad you mentioned like sitting back and looking at the 52-week high and everything, because that ties into me drawing on the charts and really sitting back and looking at when can I get in on a good dip or support, because it's gonna come back down sooner or later. You know, with hype with earnings and stuff like that. So it'll get extended out anyway. So yeah, if you for anybody that's new, get off of Robinhood. And it's not because of like the whole GameStop thing, or in my eyes, it's not because of the whole GameStop thing, or they don't let you like do this, that, and the other. They just don't have tools that you need in order to invest and actively trade in the markets. And that's not going to help you in the long run. Like, you can quickly buy something and it be user friendly and all that other good stuff, but it's trust and believe, it's hurting you way more than it's helping you. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I was telling somebody that's Robinhood is to help, you know, those who don't know what's going on, but at this time that is taking advantage of you. So
sent them an invite.
It might be a platform for you. Makes all your buys easy, but they're literally robbing you too. I've made some buys and I see the price at $250 and I like, all right, buy, and then it comes, oh yeah, we bought it at $278 and it's dropping at $42. What? Like,
I'm like, that spread couldn't have been that big.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. No, definitely.
It's pretty easy for you if you don't know you don't know limit buys, you don't know how to gauge an entry, all that stuff, and they just allow you to just buy, you know, no warning, stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah.
But what are some better apps to use instead of Robinhood? Webull, there's Moomoo, like, and I tell people too, doing this, you gotta understand what you're in for. If you're in to make some, you know, quick money here and there, cool. If you're in to grind it out, you gotta be ready to wake up at 4 a.m. and get to the
Yeah, if you're really serious about it, yeah.
Yeah, Robinhood is taking your money. If you pay attention to your Robinhood portfolio, you can see this. at 4 a.m. you see your portfolio be so high,
Yeah.
and then come 9 o'clock, you lose all that money.
Yeah. What was it? Weeble? You said Moo Moo?
Yeah.
Okay, so
More
let's
like
say Weeble, Moo Moo. I don't get paid for TD Ameritrade and thinkorswim, but I would love to. But those are TD Ameritrade is the company I've been using since I started outside of Robinhood. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, everybody started on Robinhood. But yeah, TD Ameritrade, thinkorswim. I just
Charles Schwab.
Yeah, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, of course. I haven't used Scotch Trade.
I hate E-Trade.
You hate E-Trade? Yeah, I'm never going back. What else? Fidelity. You have and this one that I've been knowing about since I started, but I never actually got it until just recently. It's called Interactive Brokers, and I have a link for Interactive Brokers in my my Instagram profile. It should be closer to the top. If you sign up through that link, you'll get $200, and of course, you'll get your account opened up. But definitely something to look at. With Interactive Brokers, you can trade international markets. So it's not just the Nasdaq and the US stocks. You can trade European exchange, the Chinese exchange, Canada, Mexico, Germany. I've seen a bunch of them on there. I just opened mine within the last 2 weeks, so I'm definitely looking into funding it soon so I can start trading those other markets. So that's just a few of them.
Have any of you looked into buying gold?
Yeah, I haven't bought any, but I have looked into it. Physical gold is where you want to be. You don't want to buy stocks of gold. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. And I say that because it's tangible, and you can in my eyes, you can sell it quicker than you would the stock, right? But that's just my opinion. And you don't have to worry about the actual fluctuation in the market and like seeing it every day. It's a material, so it's always gonna be you're always gonna be able to sell it. But I would look into reputable bullions and people that like actually mine and manufacture the gold, and don't I'm not gonna say don't buy it online, but if you do buy it online, like I said, buy it from a reputable source. So, and you have to dig online and see, and study gold itself. Like, study how to see if you have fake gold. Like, study like the different properties of gold, and how you can tell if you're getting finessed, for lack of a better term. There will be like a premium that you have to pay on the gold, so kind of like a commissions fee, for a lack of a better term. But yeah, definitely if you're gonna buy gold, in my eyes, I'd buy gold, like actual physical gold. Oh, and here's another point too. Silver is our generation's gold. So if I were you, I would start buying silver, and pretty much anything that they use in like manufacturing.
Okay.
Anybody else got some questions, stuff you want to add to? Brandon, get up here, man. How do you pronounce it? Quais? Rico? Quais? Y'all can come up, man. Everybody's free to talk. I don't want anybody to just be in the audience and just. I mean, you can do what you want. But yeah.
Learning and learning.
What else? Yeah, that's. Go ahead.
Nobody has any. What do you guys think about Dogecoin? Dogecoin is money. Don't pay any hard attention to it. If you got it on Robinhood, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell.
Yeah.
Take your money. Unless you actually own it, don't even try to have no IRA set up for Robinhood.
Say it
Get your
again.
money and go.
What do you say about IRA?
I said, no, I was just saying, I like playing around with it, like don't try to put your life savings in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah,
Get your money.
it's heavier than when it comes to the supply, it's way heavier than Bitcoin. So it's not gonna move like Bitcoin. In my eyes. It's not. Because after a while people are gonna stop buying it. It can keep going though. Let me see.
Keep playing with it.
Yeah, definitely be in and out for sure. USD. Where is it at right now? Last I saw it was like at 7. I sold it when it was at 7. I wasn't playing around with it. Yeah, it's at 5 now. So yeah, wait for it to finish falling, and when you see it starting to kind of confirm an uptrend, and just hop back in. I think it topped out at like 8, something, or almost 8.
It actually touched 9.
It touched 9. Dang, I missed that. Yeah, I got out. I bought at between I can't even remember. It was somewhere south of 7, like 6 or 7, and I started selling off as it was running up, and it hit 7. I was like, let me get out of this thing.
Man, I was looking at ridiculous profits, and I was like, I'm gonna wait for shit because that whole dollar shit was going on, and just so everybody can know, all with all these mistakes, but as long as you learn from it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yo, I'm gonna wait for this dollar that they try to get to. Lost all that profit I was looking at because I went to sleep and woke up. That shit was gone. Right? So after that, next time it went up, I took the profits. And then it came down, I bought it again. Every time it go up, take the profits. That's all it is. So,
okay. Somebody JB on YouTube asked, what are some good dividend stocks?
I get like 1 second. I just gotta go log in.
I've never outside of I've never seen anything or anybody giving more than maybe 1 or 2%.
So I would give you UPS.
Okay. Here, let me type this down for him. Is that the ticker, UPS? Okay.
BMY.
Is that BNY Mellon?
Yeah, BMY.
What is that? Go ahead, I got UPS, BMY.
And Target and KO and Walmart.
Let me see. Target is TGT, right? Okay. Look at me remembering tickers. Target, TGT, what else did you say? Walmart, WMT. What else? What was that last one?
KO, Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. That's funny too. You mentioned Target. I didn't think they were. I guess so. I was just there last night, so I guess.
Target is making its way there. Well,
hey, guys.
What's up, Brandon? Good morning.
Hey, I wanted to chime in. I was kind of looking at some high yielding. These right here, I kind of buy them. I was talking to some guys yesterday about it, and they was talking about these BlackRock, BOK.
Okay.
Yeah, I have BOK too.
Yeah, they're really high. They have a pretty good dividend. I've heard. I think it's TRO.
TRO. I'm gonna research these too. Yeah. What else you got?
And then I think another one was which is Simon Property Group.
What was it?
Okay, I don't
have. SPG, Simon Property Group.
SPG. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, another one that I'm gonna drop that's waiting for FDA, an emergency FDA approval, and pays dividends. J&J.
Oh, okay. You know what? I don't know why the hell I brought Procter and Gamble. I think I was looking at something around the house and saw Procter and Gamble. Okay.
Good question. And so J&J hasn't had the approval yet. I had an option on them. They were supposed to get their approval last week, I believe. So it's
February. I think it's this week coming up.
Your contract didn't expire yet, did it?
You know what? It did. I thought they were supposed to go ahead and drop it this week. So I was probably a week off. That's probably what happened.
Okay.
Then.
Do you know how to roll the contract? It's too late now, but do you know how to roll the contracts?
I have no idea how to roll the contract. Is that possible to do it in Robinhood or no?
I don't know. Get off of Robinhood. I know Go ahead. What you saying, Brandon?
No, I know I'm putting together Robinhood in a little bit. I have a lot of stocks. That's why I started out at.
Okay.
And I was kind of doing a lot of hard. So I'm kind of consolidating all my stuff and probably moving to a little bit of Webull a little bit. And the Fidelity, thinkorswim. I'm trying the best options to go ahead and go with less my trade. I definitely want to do more day trades if I can. I'm really probably going to stick with the swing trading.
Yeah.
That fits best for my schedule.
Yeah.
But I want to do a few trades a week to go ahead and a couple of scouts, maybe a few $100 here and there.
Okay. I don't know about Webull, but I know for sure thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, they'll let you do like a partial. I never did a partial, is what I'm saying. But call whoever you're switching to, call them and let them do everything. Because from what I've heard, what was it? Robinhood, they charge you some type of fee. I don't know what the fee was. I got out probably my first year of trading because I fell in love with thinkorswim. So,
okay.
Yeah, definitely call the broker that you're going to switch to and ask them, are there fees? Can I do a partial? Whatever else you may want to know about it, and kind of go from there. TD Ameritrade's customer service is so funny. I talked it up before all of this pandemic and stuff happened. And now their customer service is, I'm sure it's still good, but you got to get to them first. So I know even through, if you have an iPhone, you can text them, but even their text messages are delayed like 1 or 2 hours. I text them one day, went to sleep and woke up, and they text me like 4 or 5 hours later. So it's, I mean, if you want it, you kind of got to be persistent with it. But whoever you're going with, yeah, just call them.
Because Robinhood kept my cash. It was only $10, but
wow,
it didn't transfer over to my account. So, and then my partial, I had a partial of Tesla, and it didn't transfer over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So Robinhood won't transfer your partial shares. You have to sell those and then transfer your cash out before you ask for any transfer from the other broker. You want to make sure everything is done on Robinhood. Don't go do the transfer and then come on Robinhood and try to sell the ones you can't transfer or get mad that a certain stock is not moving, so you're trying to sell it. Because then they'll deny the transfer. Do everything you need to do on Robinhood. Once that's done, leave the ones you want to get transferred as the same, and then just do the transfer.
Yeah.
And I think they charge $75 if you don't have a certain amount. I think the broker you're transferring to might waive that fee for you or pay it for you if you transfer a certain amount of money. Because I tried to do mine on Webull last time. I think they said if you have, I think, more than $2,000, they waive certain fee. Transfer more than $2,500, they'll waive a certain fee for you. That I guess either they'll pay that fee for you with Robinhood. So it's something for y'all to know. But yeah, get your cash out first. Robinhood likes your money. You need your money, Robinhood. Don't hold on to it.
Yeah, I'm getting unstable connection warnings. What's up, YouTube? If y'all got any questions, go ahead and drop them. I'm also on Clubhouse, and we're just pretty much talking about stocks and finance, answering questions. So I know JB asked a question about dividends. I put what I could up there, but I'm gonna drop some websites to help him and whoever else would research on dividend stocks as well. What's going on, Anthony?
As far as crypto goes, which platforms do you guys think are the best? I know I have a little bit in Robinhood. I have some in old school with Coinbase. I just started with so you guys have any other
You say you just started with what?
Binance, B-I-N-A-N-C.
From my understanding, I'm not too heavy or big on crypto, but everything you mentioned is like good to go with. I've been having trouble trying to like get my account going with Binance. I don't know what's going on. I hit a bump and I just kind of gave up.
I would say get a Voyager.
Voyager, okay.
Yeah. I think there's a long line on that right now.
Good morning, Thea.
Yeah. Where it's at.
Hey, Austin. Shoot, I forgot about this morning. I was just sitting here talking to my sister. I said, wait a minute.
I'm supposed to do something.
All the info. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
Sharing ideas.
Yeah, sharing ideas.
Touching on dividend stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dividend stock. I guess I gotta wait till I grow up on that one.
Why you
I
say?
just have to buy so many shares for it to be to my advantage. You know?
No, start with one.
Tell me about it, brothers. Tell me.
That's how people get behind. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Buy them as you can buy right now. I'm building.
Yeah.
Just build it. Right now, not the goal when you're sharing the stocks.
Yeah.
What you're doing is you're trying to put money in there for them to start paying you enough to the point where you'll take your actual money out.
Yeah.
And just keep funding your shares for you. They'll just be buying it for you with their own money, and everything will be their money.
And I understand that concept. I guess for me, I already have one goal I'm trying to attain.
Yeah.
So once I hit that goal, then I venture off to something else. Because when I first started, I was just all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to day trade, trade, long term. It was just too much for me. So I said, you know what, let me just get a plan.
There you go.
And stick to my plan. And then once I, achieve that, then I go to my next thing. Because I really want to talk about these options. Because I have like 190 of NNDM and want to know how do I work options with those shares I got.
Yeah. Before we get into options, because I've literally, I day trade, right? And I've been day trading for like 4 or 5 years. And literally this year, I just recently started getting into investing. I bought Procter & Gamble, just one share. But like Bennett was saying, if you start now, a year from now, you should be at where you at or getting closer to it than waiting. So if I buy one share of Procter & Gamble, okay, the next time I think about it or the next time I want to buy more, I can buy another share. I think it's over $100. The price is irrelevant. But what I'm saying is, whatever you want to do, just one at a time and kind of get your feet wet. Don't, like you said, don't go all in and be all over the place. Kind of get yourself into it. Even like with just starting off with the stock market, right? It's not a bad idea to be on Robinhood. It's a bad idea to stay on Robinhood because you're staying stagnant, right? So if you want to start investing in dividend stocks, start with one. Start with we just mentioned UPS, BMY, Target, Walmart, Coca-Cola, Nike is another one, and their stock price alone is going up. So hopefully they'll keep adding to the dividend too as well. So just kind of get your feet. Start with one. Start with Nike or UPS or Target, Johnson & Johnson. Just start with one is what I'm saying.
I want to say one thing. I know you say a lot of newbies out here. I'm not sure you guys are familiar with the DRIP. We go ahead and get your dividends, your investment plan. So I always reinvest all my dividends right back into the exact same stock, which definitely helps out long term and builds more wealth. So
great point.
I don't know if any of So that's one thing I go ahead and do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, always turn that on. I meant to ask tdameritrade that about that for my daughter's account. So yeah, definitely, and it automatically does it to my understanding. And so you don't have to. You just pretty much turn the drip on and just set it and leave it alone. It'll do it automatically. How does that work, Brandon? Is it like a partial share, or how does that work?
Yeah, so they just put it in there for you. I guess they just average. I don't know if they average it up for you or average it down, however, depending on where the price is sitting at. But they just put it in there when it comes in. It's partials. But I think if you're other brokerages, it should still work because you're able to turn that on. That's fine. Yeah, just put it in there for you. I think like a 401k.
Okay. I'm sure it's as simple as we're making it sound. So,
hey, Arthur.
What's going on? What's up, Arthur?
Hey, I just want to introduce you to Mike. He's in the room. Just bring him to the group, and he's probably going to join your chat next month. Okay. But I just want to introduce you to him. That's Mike.
What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I kind of want to gauge your experience with the stock market. So what have you been doing so far?
Well, I'd say I'm probably fairly new to the stocks and stuff. I've done my own, I guess, iterations and stuff like that, and kind of getting into the stock market. So I don't know a lot.
Okay.
I've been working with you. We kind of work closely together, doing research, getting pointers on, how to actually do the research and what to look for, looking at certain signs and, what may be good entry points and extra data points. So right now, I'm really in the beginning stages. I do have a little bit of experience with trading, like Bitcoin and stuff like that. I was doing that for a while, so I know a little bit more about that. But I'm trying to get more into the stock side of things and so.
You said more into technical analysis?
Right. Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll talk. If you want to go through my Clubhouse profile, right, and at the bottom I have a link for my Instagram, and on my Instagram there's an SMS right here. I'm gonna follow what I'm saying right now and just so Clubhouse, scroll down, Instagram, and let me see. I think I put a phone on it. It's like a little logo or icon, and then of course my internet is slow right now. There it goes. If you want, go to Millennial Stocks SMS alerts and just put your name on that list. And we can talk a little bit more offline. That's like a kind of like a digital cell phone service that I have on there. So I can talk back and forth to you or even call you, but I try, you know how it is, try not to give my personal number out like that. So, but I can talk and call and everything else like that on there. But yeah, definitely add yourself to the address book through there, and yeah, we can talk more.
Okay, absolutely. I appreciate that.
It's no problem. What's going on, Arthur, Anthony? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Not much, just talking stocks. Do you have any?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Do either one of you have questions or maybe a comment, something you want to add? Go ahead, y'all. Everybody's free to talk. So.
My bad, I had it on mute. I was out here watching my car, but I'm new on Clubhouse. But I've been trading options about 5 years now. I've been trading OTC stock market since 2012 when I retired from the Air Force.
Okay.
And this is a great venue. But man, you guys get on Twitter. There are a lot of people on there that basically gives away their free information.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to pay for to learn technical analysis, but that's just another social media platform that I found that's kind of like a virtual golf course. People sharing ideas, and they want to help you make money. They're not trying to, charge you anything like that. But I've learned so much, man. You can make so much money trading options, but you also can lose a lot as well.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to manage your risk. Learning Fibonacci, technical analysis, earnings, charts. I mean, all that stuff is on YouTube as well. You can type that stuff in and just learn so much from people. So I'm not gonna, take the whole
no, go ahead.
Time explaining stuff, but yeah, just basically like options you can trade on Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade. I mean, you have all these different brokerages you can use, and I agree. I think somebody said earlier, start on Robinhood, but don't stay there. And that's so true because I lost a lot of money. Well, I lost the opportunity to make money with Robinhood one time because I forgot what stock it was, but anyway, the stock went through the roof, and the platform Robinhood, it was shut down, so I couldn't even get in to sell. And then by the time you were able to get back in there, those gains were gone. So
I almost had that with Walgreens. I did an option call on them. I woke up, it was at like 4,500, and I only spent $200 on that call. On those calls, it was 15 calls, and I tried. I was like, I need to sell this. I almost wanted to wait, but I said, nah. I hit sell. As soon as the transaction went through, the whole system crashed. That was the day the system crashed early in the morning. It came back. That shit was down. I was so lucky. So, after Robinhood.
So do you advise liquidating what you have in Robinhood to switch over, or just let it sit there and ride?
You can transfer some of your stuff, right? That's already has, like if you've already bought shares, you can transfer them. I wouldn't recommend transferring like swing trades.
What's going on, YouTube? If y'all have any questions or comments or anything you want to add to it, please leave a comment in the chat section.
Will be a long term.
I'm on Clubhouse and
you don't care
YouTube as well. So
in those days, that transfer is going.
So if anybody has any questions or comments, I see like 2 people on here right now. But if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please feel free to ask or say whatever you want. It's pretty much an open forum. So.
If you touch any little thing, they will cancel their whole process.
Yeah, I would also add just, you can have as many accounts as you want. So you can add Robinhood. I still use it.
Me too.
I have TD Ameritrade, I have D-Trade, I have Fidelity. Because I manage 401ks for a few people as well, which, it can be time consuming, but yeah, man, open, if you're a Robinhood, man, open an account with Webull.
I have 4 as well. 4 accounts.
I know I got like 8 altogether.
Oh, it's mad.
But this is what I do. I do graphics as well.
Hey, Anthony, I'm going to follow you on Twitter. I'm about to follow you right now.
I'm telling you. Do that.
Yeah.
Because I follow some guys. I'm in a room with some guys that are millionaires. And so, like, when I get, like, information from them, most of the time I share on Twitter as well. And it's 2 black guys.
What's your handle on Twitter, man?
At D99.
It's on his profile. It's on his Clubhouse profile.
Yeah, I just followed you too.
Y'all see this.
I don't really follow too much on my Twitter. I guess I gotta turn the heat up.
Well, I gotta,
Twitter's where it's at, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The market.
Let's talk about cash tags.
Facebook. I created a Instagram for my group as well, but I haven't really much focus on there. But I guess I'm about to get on there.
For those that like are new or maybe a little bit more experienced, I know yesterday we were talking about getting on YouTube and typing in the ticker to stocks to kind of see what people are talking about. If you put a $, it's kind of like a hashtag, but if you put a $sign in front of the ticker for the stock and post it on Twitter, you can see the history of that stock and what everybody's like, talking about on Twitter. So that's kind of another strategy to do research and maybe dig deeper into what people are thinking about. Are people more short biased? Are people more long biased? And kind of give you a more deeper insight versus just the general, press releases, SEC statistics and stuff like that. So it does it does help sometimes to kind of see what other people are saying, but it's another, like I said, it's another strategy and another way to research. So
yeah, and remember, guys, don't believe everything. Just cross-reference everything, right? Compare time they tweeted, whatever they tweeted, and go look at the chart then, right? Because sometimes they probably tweeted it early in the morning. You saw it at evening time, and you go by the next day, and maybe whatever it was supposed to do is done with. So check all those things. Don't just read and believe and just jump out there. And one last thing, like he was saying, we need to have you can have multiple accounts. That is good. I have one that I use solely for day trading, one that I use solely for swing trading, right? And then one solely for growth, and then one for my Roth IRA. That way, because a lot of people tend to combine everything in one account, and it's hard to pay attention to your money that way.
Yeah, especially if you're new.
Yeah, on this side and on that side, and you don't know where. And if you can't pinpoint where you're losing, to decide if you want to keep holding or you want to cut it, you'll just end up losing a lot of money. And like I said, everything is about your time as well. You gotta remember this: it's your money, and then it's your time. So you don't want to waste your time, unless you don't want to just spend the rest of your time losing and recovering. After a while, you get tired of losing, right? Yeah. That's all I have.
Does anybody have multiple accounts on any other platform outside of Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade?
I have 3 accounts on Fidelity.
3 accounts on Fidelity?
And then I have a 401k, an IRA, and I have individual stuff.
Okay. I asked that because anybody who's anybody who's listening, please chime in and cut me off. But I know for like Thinkorswim, you can link all of your accounts together, so you don't have to like sign in and out or be all over the place. So I don't have any experience with anything outside of Thinkorswim or Robinhood. So if that's a feature or not a feature, please let us know.
Yahoo Finance, you can I think set up an account with them. Don't have to pay, but you can put link up all your brokerages, so you'll see all your money.
Wow.
Time you go to do research, kind of can keep your money. Yeah.
Okay. Can you can trade off of Yahoo Finance too, right?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that.
Okay, but you can.
That'd be crazy if you.
But you can definitely. But you can definitely.
Put your stuff.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I gotta look into.
You can put your stuff on that way. If you go on there and you want the PD on whatever ticker you have, and if you're holding it for a swing long, and the price is not looking good to you, you can just click on it in Yahoo Finance and just go see if there's any news out, any PR out. Go check the balance sheet or whatever. You can just refresh your mind on if you're gonna keep holding or if you're done holding.
Okay. All right. Another question for everybody. I normally stay on here for about an hour. Does anybody want to go for another hour, or kind of want to cut it off and pick back up next Saturday? It's up to y'all. Okay.
Or maybe my coffee just kicked in. I don't know which one it is.
Like, we only been here for 10 minutes. All right. Yeah.
So I'm interested in the options, right?
Okay.
For the ANTM. I'm gonna circle back to that.
Go ahead. This is fun. I gotta look and see what this Y is. But yeah, what do you have about nano dimensions?
So his strategy should be to buy a car. Or to sell a car, I just need to kind of know how I can maneuver using this stock, right?
Let's start with
just get my feet wet.
Yeah, let's start with education, right? So you can buy and sell a call, and you can buy and sell a put. And I'm sure if Anthony's if he wants to chime in, he can kind of give you more insight on this. I just started trading options last year, so I understand it, but I'm no guru or anything like that of it at all. But I would go on investopedia.com, and it's not really down. I'm looking at the 1 year chart. The high was, let's say, 18, low right now. So it's not, in my eyes, it's not down. Down would be 50% or more.
Yeah, and I only say that because they do offerings almost every 2 weeks, every month.
Yeah, that's
the calls, things like that. I looked at all the videos. Right. I'm just trying to determine how do you determine your strike price.
Right.
Well, you just right there was the trend of the company or the stock, right? So they do offerings every now and then. It's just like Walgreens. Walgreens always goes up, touches $50 past $152, and then drop, right? Almost every 2 weeks or so.
What's Walgreens? So I
just
ticker?
Wait when it drops. WBA. So when it drops, $50 call, and I just wait. And when it hits 51, 52, I just sell. So you can use that. You can determine the offerings, and you can use that. I wouldn't say I haven't done a put because of an offering before, because you got to remember also the weight of the company or the stock, right? It probably won't drop to a certain number or past a certain number.
Yeah.
So they know that the premium will be called $17 call, and even that premium will also be high because they know it's, and you make sure you know how much you're gonna make on whatever the premium you're buying. So some of them, if you buy, it's the delta. You want to check and see because you buy them and it's probably 10 cents, and you're gonna be sitting there. You won't want the profit you see, and you probably want to wait. And that's how you end up, losing money because it drops, and then you start owing. Then now you're sitting there because they just didn't.
I'm looking
in the negative.
Nano Dimensions.
And that's what I don't like about the options.
What is that you don't like about it?
Let me chime in a little bit on the
Go ahead.
options, like finding a strike price. So you have your weekly expiration. So you can look at if you buy something on Monday, you have expiration from that Friday, and then every week after that, and then every month. So what I've learned in my experience and from other people that taught me, you look at the weekly chart of a particular instrument, like Kmart or whatever. Well, let's say Walmart. If you're looking at Walmart, you have a little variable into that. So look at a weekly chart. Look at the weekly range. So, let's say last week Walmart might have moved 10 points or $10. You look at a week before that, it might have moved 8 points. A week before that, maybe 11. So now you got an average of where it can move. You're looking at the chart and looking at technical analysis. You're looking at how far could it possibly move the next week. And then you don't know if it's going to go down, but if it's an average of 10 points, then a safe bet is like, okay, a 5 strike difference. So if Walmart is at 240, you say, well, I'm bullish on Walmart, so I think about the 250 should be a safe bet. And then what Arthur was saying about the Greeks, that's a whole nother beast. The delta, the gamma, theta. I mean, there's videos on that as well, and it shows you what your premium is going to either increase or decrease. Yeah. And that's something you're not going to learn overnight. You got to watch, dig into those, and you'll get a better understanding, because sometimes you can buy at a certain time, and like 11 o'clock that day is a whole lot cheaper. So that's what I do sometimes. I'll wait. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get in at 9:39. Exactly. The IV is spiking, so everybody's selling. And then you wait till about, like I said, 10:30, 11 o'clock around lunchtime-ish. And then you're like, okay, now I got a better price to enter in that call. And then again with options, you have different strategies you can do. Like when you sell a call, that's dangerous because you have to have some shares to be able to cover that. Yeah. So if you sell a call, you got to have, it's going to prop you for collateral. But I wouldn't worry about selling it right now, calls and puts. But if you get into like a spread, that's a safer bet. So go on YouTube and type that in, debit spread or options, and that's a safer risk return. you won't get as much profit with your losses.
I have a question for you guys. I'm still learning stocks and the options and stuff like that. And so you guys talk about the Greeks. I honestly have no idea what none of that shit is. Currently, I'm not any more technical. So I thought before last year, I was all into options. I was making some money, not knowing what the hell I was doing. And and then I started losing some money, so I kind of stopped. So I've been kind of learning more about the RSI, the MACD, the Scotch RSI, different things like that. Would you guys consider that the Greeks are just as important or more important than
Greeks for options? Yeah, it's very important. It's like he was saying, as far as like the IV, and yeah, you're gonna it's crazy like saying this now with my experience with options.
That's the key like the few key things to look at before doing the day trade.
Yeah,
it's basically the same as looking at the Greek or buying the options.
Yeah. You want to check out, cross all your T's and dot your I's before jumping in, because again, the market isn't going anywhere. Like none of these instruments are going anywhere, so there's no reason to just jump in just because I have a hunch or whatever. We kind of piled it on a little thick when it comes to options, but I hope she got her question answered. And I'm looking at Nano Dimensions chart right now, and somebody mentioned going a little bit farther out and maybe having. I'm looking at a 3-year, and each candle is a week, so 3-year, 1 week, right? Before I was looking at the 1 year, 1 day. The high was about $18. The 3-year high for Nano Dimensions is $33, and it closed Friday at $14. And it hasn't come down since the original spike in last April from 50 cents to $5. So you got a lot of upside potential on this stock, especially if they're doing offerings. I'm assuming, I haven't looked into the company, that they know what they're doing and they're trying to guide this company, towards the future. So
yeah.
Let me see how much farther back I can go. Thea, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay.
here.
How far back have you looked at Nano? Let's see, Tom.
Just 1 year.
Just 1 year. Yeah, go if you're you said you're already in, right? As far as like with shares?
Yeah, I got 190 shares of that.
Okay. Like when you're looking, this is just a suggestion. You can do whatever the heck you want to. But especially like with the technical side of it now, I've been looking at the max chart and maybe each candle being either a day or maybe a month, or sometimes I even have it as at a year. So just kind of something to think about when something to factor in. Let me see. I'm trying to get this up here. I think their all-time high probably comes from like reverse splits or whatever. Let me see. Did Anthony did he answer your question in regards to options at all? Oh, they never did a reverse split. Wow. At least I don't see it on here. Wow.
Hey, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll see when you follow me, and I can give you some deals and some more information, to kind of help you out with that.
Yeah, I'm just, not saying I'm gonna do it. I just want the knowledge just in case when I'm ready to do it, I already have knowledge, and so I can just go right into it. But I was just looking at, just to do my practice with it. But it's not a big deal because I guess just make money by buying the stuff.
Oh, here's another thing too.
But I hear so much information about these options, so
yeah,
I want to know about it.
Here's another thing too. Paper trade what you plan on doing. I used to be so against paper trading because it was delayed and all this other stuff. I'm not actively live trading, so the delay doesn't necessarily matter. If you want to go on, I'm still trying to find it too. I'm looking at it right now. How to go to paper trading on whatever platform that you have, and set the dollar amount or the equity in the account, the paper account, to how much you have, and then start testing like different strategies, and even test like the positions that you're holding now, and kind of see what works and what doesn't work. And you won't be affected monetarily in reality anyway from it. So you can win and lose as much as you want to. Yeah, I forgot all about paper trading.
Yeah. I hear, a lot of people on Facebook talking about they paper trading. But
yeah, it's nothing wrong with it at all, because you get, like you said, you're getting your feet wet, and I'm looking at like 2 different stocks right now.
Anybody on here with crypto?
Yeah.
Other than Mike?
Yep.
Crazy.
You see Elon keep playing with that.
Hey, all you need to do is throw out another tweet. I can give you a couple of ticker symbols if you want to go around.
Elon just keep playing people.
Hey, that's how Riot went crazy the other day. It's because he tweeted about it.
But I think now his tweets not gonna hold any steam anymore. He kept going back and forth. I think people tired of that shit, because he tried to tweet a bunch of times about Dogecoin and really moved.
Yeah, that's because he tweeted about that, brought a whole bunch of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So, but I think if I'm correct, he had some kind of stake in Dogecoin. So I tweeted about it, but obviously Bitcoin is going bananas. So it's like, well, hey, I can go ahead and buy this and get some quick money real fast. But everybody's still buying Dodge, and I'm going to get market share Dodge. Who knows? I think that someone has said they had an IRA in one of their accounts. You guys use an IRA or IRA in your account?
I have a rollover IRA from an old 401k.
Okay.
I have a Roth IRA. That's it.
And if I'm correct, off IRA, you pay the taxes only when you take it on out.
You only pay if you take it out early. So if you wait till you're like 60, the retirement age, around then, you don't get taxed any of the money. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, thanks.
Let's put in $7,500 a year with the Roth. At least that's the part you're not taxed on. Let me put it like that.
Hey, it's not my taxes. Full income right there. I love it.
Roth, all these old folks driving the Benzes and the BMW. Yeah. When I first got to the country, I'm looking around, why all these old folks driving these brand new cars? They about to die. It's because they got so much money. Yeah. They got so much money, they trying to blow through it before they die.
They ain't trying to build no more, from the past that shit on.
He said
they'll tax it on only in like inheritance, or buying a car for the grandson that's about or granddaughter to go to college.
Oh wow.
They don't trust their money.
I'm on Clubhouse. I
don't care.
I have a meeting on there.
Okay, well look, while you sitting there, real quick, I'm on Clubhouse too. Thanks for not telling me about it. But anyway, I'm about to. Now that I know you know how to use that shit, we can talk more, because I don't know much about that.
Yeah.
One of my real friends gave me an invite to it, and it just kind of stuck.
Man, he said one of my real friends.
Yeah.
I thought I saw you on there.
People are your real friends. Huh?
I thought I saw you on there. I followed you so banging.
I haven't been on that since the day I signed up. Which was like a couple weeks ago.
Let me see if I can ping you in here. They in there.
Bro, I'm looking for my notebook. I can't seem to find my notebook, bro. I got this notebook where I wrote down the addresses in it.
Never.
I did, bro. But here, I got some in my phone.
Let me see.
That shit kind of blows up. I got some other ones that I just found recently in the West End. Here, I'm gonna just do this. This would be easier if I just it would be easier if I just.
Here you go. I followed you and everything. You ain't follow me back.
Bro, I haven't been on there since the day I signed up.
Kendall Finner put you in there.
People? Yeah, how do you know that boy Kendall?
Yeah, they put all type of information on the internet.
That's scary.
Yeah, very.
How do I invite you in here?
Invite me in where? Another Clubhouse chat.
In my notes.
I'm on Clubhouse and YouTube and now FaceTime with you. Like I'm over here working, trying to get this info. Right. Yeah, trying to get this info out and promote my stock business. So.
Oh, you doing a video?
Yeah. So say hi to YouTube.
Yeah. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing?
It's like 2 people in there. They're like, "What is going on?" But
so check out my page. I got beats for days.
What is this? Oh, you give me a shout out? Go ahead, man. Funny. I got shit crabs. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. See, now that's perfect. Yeah. That's better than taking the pictures of them and putting them in a deal machine. That's perfect.
Yeah. So I took pictures and shit. I added you to it. So now you're gonna see everything I take a picture of. I got like way more, but I'm about to put them in there now. Cause we in there, bro. I told you I've been looking.
Yeah. Ain't no.
So I'm about to show you.
Ain't no real rush. I just wanted to just like I was telling this lady on Clubhouse, is just to start and be consistent. Like I'm not looking for like a bunch of different, you know what I'm saying? Like don't bombard me with it. Just enough so I can like keep it rolling and we can have like a rhythm as to what, how we're going about it. So this is perfect.
Yeah, take it out real quick.
Okay. I'm what time you get off?
Well, I'm not. I just tell you.
You quit?
I stopped working for Amazon.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I quit Amazon and I've been just doing my business on the side for like make my bread. I do a lot of cold calling in the mornings from 7 a.m. to about 10 a.m. And I go out and I look for houses while I get calls back and stuff from.
I need a schedule like that too. I'm letting the stock market take over my life again. So.
I put a whole bunch. I mean, like you can make so much money off the stock market, bro. It's a girl down here in Atlanta that came up off of the stock market, and now she's like one of the #1 teachers of the stock market right now. She has like 71 fucking businesses that she does Airbnb out of, and she's like a teacher of different things. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link to this chick, and she is definitely an impressive black woman from Georgia. But yeah, bro, she was giving examples on how people don't know information, and when they learn information, they tend want to share. So if you can like give information that actually work, you know what I'm saying? People will be more than open to share it because they'll feel like they're helping other people. And in this world, that's how we being like creative. But anyway, look, I sent you this shit. I want you to look at all the houses I sent you. I pinned the addresses to all of them as well.
Okay. Yeah, I got YouTube, man. Let me let you go. And look, they talking about when I get off of Clubhouse. How about that?
Okay, have your business.
All right, then. Thanks, man.
No problem, bro.
All right, bro. Hello.
A lot of people they feel like there's a norm that they have to. There's a normal target that they have to be at. Like they have to pay like certain people. They have to bring in money like certain people. And that's where you lose all your shit. So
what are we talking about? I had like a FaceTime call. Somebody called me.
Yeah, he was just talking about how he's going to do some more research this weekend, and we just went off into how he was trading when he started in April, or what he did with his money back in March or April last year when the half crash happened.
Okay. Do y'all want to wrap it up? Because I'm kind of.
If anybody's plan is working for them, they should stick to it and not try to chase and make money like other people. You know, because some people might make 5-10K in a trade, and somebody see that and they feel like unless they're making that, they're not really a trader. They're not really doing much on the stock market.